Here with the Master Project Leadership Workshop here at Fort Bliss that's run through Vets to PM. And like you all, about 18 months ago, I was where you were in terms of transition. Transition was becoming my focus. I was over in Poland when my retirement orders got approved. I was over there with 2nd Brigade, and I got a question like probably 24 times over the span of a week after everybody was finding out my retirement got approved. What do you think that question was? Because I'm sure some of you have had it. What are you going to do? I hated that question. Absolutely. It was anxiety and kind of mildly panic-inducing. It was very psychologically uncomfortable because all I could respond with was, I'm going to live. I'm finally going to live my life, and do all the things that I never got to do because of my 21-year career. But it was deep down that I realized I didn't have the answer. I had no idea. And that was kind of a problem for me, right? Because I'm 21 years, I was an armor crewman, so armor tanker was my career field, but I did maybe half my career that. I was a drill sergeant, I was an infantry squad leader, I was an instructor, I was an equal opportunity advisor. So I started to realize my profession is not my identity, okay? And I don't know what I'm gonna do now for my identity, right? I knew what I wanted. I knew the 3 criteria I was really looking for a successful transition, and I wanted that work-life balance. I wanted to increase my earning power by about roughly 20%, give or take. And I wanted to continue to serve, because what I identified as, I didn't identify as a tanker or any of those, I identified as a leader. I identified as somebody that served, that helped teams outperform their potential in a lot of cases, and I was there to mitigate any issue they had at being productive and being as excellent as they possibly could be. That was my identity. So a lot of times when people ask me, what were you in the Army? What I wanted to say was, I'm a leader. That's what I was. But then I'm gonna be like, oh, I was a tanker, and then I was some other things too. So I realized that the question people were asking me was wrong. They shouldn't be asking me, or I became focused on who I wanted to be, not what I wanted to do. And it was through almost sheer luck. That panic kind of got me on the internet when I was sitting in my room in Poland. I was like, oh, I gotta start looking at credentialing opportunities. I gotta try to start figuring out what I wanted to do. And it was almost by luck that I came across Vets to PM, their website. I hit the SKILLBRIDGE tab and I saw a thing that said Master Project Leadership Workshop Fort Bliss. Had no idea, but it had leadership in it, so I'm like, that's my jam. That's gonna be my wheelhouse. And I was one of the first students to apply, right? And what I realized was it helped me hit those criteria that I needed for a successful transition. I've got the work-life balance. I'm right there with my earning power, with the increase in earning power, and I'm still a leader. I'm still taking care of others. I'm still serving. I'm still helping them become better versions of themselves, and that's what gives me purpose, right? And I would say that every program up here, every POC, they run a great program, okay? And if you know what you want to do and their skill set is being trained by these individuals, 100% I encourage you to go there and to do that. But if you're like me and you're less focused on what you wanted to do and who you want to become, then I'm the person you need to talk to. Because what we offer is 3 industry recognized certifications in project management and agile coaching, right? It would be quicker for me to list all the industries that don't hire project managers than to tell you all the places that you could get a job, right? We're also going to bring our career services team to bear and help you out. We're going to get you a professionally written resume. We're going to have somebody go through your streamline your LinkedIn. We're going to give you the interview skills, and then we're going to spend probably about cumulatively 3 to 4 days just networking with you, introducing you recruiters, headhunters, helping you with that job placement, right? So that's what we do. Essentially, I'm not going to bore you with the fine details, but what was told to me a long time ago by an Army mentor, he said, Aaron, success in your career is really about how successful you are in transition, right? How quickly can you move from one mission to the next with little drop in performance? That everything else works itself out. What we're going to do at Vets to PM is we're going to help you dominate the transition from soldier to civilian, and then you're going to be exactly where I am, and we're going to be sharing conversations about how we help facilitate that and help you unlock your potential and become who you want to be, right? So I would lead with this. You'll be like me, like I started the story, we're going to have something in common in the future. And if you join us at Vets to PM, we're also going to have something in common in the future. And that is when somebody says, what do you want to do? After you take our course, your answer is going to be anything I want. Thank you.